Yeah. Hi, Prem. Okay, let's start our interview discussion. So you have experience with Linux and AWS services and DevOps tools and Jenkins, Terraform, Docker, and Kubernetes monitoring tools as well, right?
Yes, bro.
Yeah. Okay, let's start with the discussion one by one. Okay, and coming to the Linux part. Okay. So how we can check with performance like system performance?
Bro, system performance.
Yeah. So do you understand my question or not?
No, bro. System performance
Like
means
we
server
have
performance.
how many they like we can monitor the CPU or memory. How we can check uh, process IDs everything.
Bro, actually, no idea, bro. How to check the CPU process?
Do you know about the top command?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, yeah. Top.
What you are monitoring for top command?
Yeah. Oh, yes, bro. CPU
Hmm.
performance only. Yeah.
Okay, how to check with the only memory?
H top.
How to check the memory? Only memory. HTOP it should be will monitor everything, system all performance. But I want to check with only memory.
Uh, Bro, memory means volume.
Not
Volume.
volume. Okay. Okay, that's it. That's it. How to check with processing IDs?
Bro, ideal is bro processing ID and
Okay. How to list the files?
LS.
How to list hidden files?
LS space hyphen A.
How to create the directory?
MKDAR space
How to switch the directory?
uh, CD space dot dot. CD space that folder we can go to that
Okay. How
folder.
to check the file systems, disk file system?
Uh, Disk file system.
Do you know about the DFFNX? What does mean?
Yeah, yes, bro. Disk file system. Yes, bro. DF space hyphen H. Uh, by using this command, we can see the file systems in that particular volume.
Okay, what is mean of inode?
On bro, inode,
Yeah.
inode.
Okay. Okay, fine. And what is mean of swap? Swap. I mean, what is the use case?
అంతే కదా బ్రో స్వాప్ అంటే
I mean, what is mean of swap? So what you understand about the swap frame? So if you don't know, tell me. I'll go with some other question.
నో బ్రో తెలీదు.
Okay, what is the difference between, let me talk about AWS services. Okay, what is mean of VPC?
VPC is a private network inside the cloud that lets us perform all AWS resources securely.
Okay, and what is the difference between an main route table and private route table?
Private routable means we are giving access privately, no one can access. Normal route table means it's for public like it is for public servers.
Okay, what is difference between internet gateway and NAT gateway?
uh, Bro, internet gateway, huh?
Yeah.
NAT gateway is for private. To access it privately, we will give NAT gateway permission so that we can privately we can access. And internet gateway is for everything, like for one or two applications, so one or two servers.
What is difference between VPC peering and transit gateway?
VPC peering is like one-to-one peering,
Mhm.
and transit gateway is for two or more connections.
Okay. Yeah, what is the condition we follow while setuping transit gateway or VPC peering?
Bro, first of all, we will create the like transit gateway. We will create it in both regions, and we will make it link.
A transit gateway we can set up only both region. Uh, no, within region we cannot set up or not.
We can not set up, bro.
Within region we cannot set up. Hmm. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Fine. And let's talk about like what is the difference between NLB and ALB?
NLB is both are load balancers. NLB means network load balancer, and ALB means application load balancer. Means uh, ALB means application related load balancing, and NLB means network related load balancing. That means it deals with the network traffic.
Okay.
Application load balancer means how many users are using that application, that related load, everything.
Okay. What is the difference between horizontal and vertical scaling?
Vertical scaling means we will do it in AWS by stopping the server, and we will change the we will increase the memory. So it's how it is done, vertical scaling. And horizontal scaling is uh, horizontal scaling is like we will mount horizontal scaling is like
What is the difference
horizontal.
between a hypervisor and a cloud platform? Difference cloud platform key and hypervisor difference in what is mean?
హైపర్వైజర్ అంటే తెలియదు బ్రో.
What is the difference
హైపర్వైజర్
with region and availability on?
in a region there are six availability zones. Region is different and availability zone is different. In a particular region there are some availability zones for every region.
Okay.
For example, in North Virginia we have six availability zones, like 1A,
Mm.
1B, 1C, 1D, 1E, 1F till F we have in North
Okay.
Virginia. Like that, in every region there are some availability zones.
What is the difference between EBS and EFS?
Bro, EBS means elastic block storage. EFS means bro, EBS and EFS, right?
Yes.
Uh, EBS means elastic block storage. In this EBS, we can increase the uh, volume by attaching. Uh, we will create one more volume, and we will attach it so that that's how we balance EBS. And coming to EFS,
Okay. Okay.
it's related to the files.
Mm-hmm.
EFS is mainly related to the files, and EBS is related to the storage, means that memory of that
Okay, what
memory
is
capacity.
okay? Then that's what is the difference between virtualization and containerization?
Uh, Virtualization means we can it's like a cloud. Containerization means it's like a system.
Can you please explain the Kubernetes architecture?
Yes, bro. In Kubernetes architecture, we have uh, uh, cloud plane, and we have two planes. One is uh, cloud plane, and another one is cluster plane. In cluster plane, we have uh, basically five elements. Those five elements are uh, scheduling, Cube API server, cloud control, uh, and
Okay, fine. Yeah, fine. What is difference between init and sidecar container?
init means sidecar container means it's like an attachment. It's a support. Init means it will run in the same
Mm-hmm.
uh, in that server only.
Okay, what is the difference between replica set and deployment set?
Replica set means it will create replicas. How many replicas we want, like that.
Okay. What is mean of deployment set?
Means in that it will do the deployment. Whatever we deploy, it will be deployed in that.
What is the difference between liveness and readiness probe?
uh, in liveness probe, it will if for example any pod fails, means it will delete it. In readiness probe, it will, sorry, I'm telling it reverse. Readiness probe will remove that container, and liveness probe will try to uh, restart and try to solve the problem.
Okay, what is the difference between secret and config map?
Secret and config. The ideal
Okay,
until
tainted toll. What is mean of the use case of taint?
bro, yeah, in if we taint any uh, node, means that pod will not run in that particular node.
Okay.
Again, when we do tolerance, then only that pod will run in that node.
Why we are using a helm?
Helm is a package. It's like support. Using that package, we can do we can perform some actions in Kubernetes.
Okay, what is mean of PV difference?
PV, PVC, PV, PVC means it's PV means persistence volume.
Mm.
That means it is storage, and PVC means persistent volume claim.
Okay.
Uh, and in PVC, we will request the storage, and in PV, we will have the storage previously, like it have a like it have a provision.
Okay, what is use case of resource limits and resource quota?
Resource quota means we will in that resource quota we will have some resources. In from those resources we can use. Resource limit means strictly this is the limit. So we should not cross that limit.
What is use case node selected, node affinity difference?
Node selector and node affinity. ఇది ఒకసారి చూసుకోవాలి
Okay,
bro నేను.
what are the services you have experience in Kubernetes?
Kubernetes services.
Yeah. Do you know about the cluster IP or node pod and load balancer, headless? Do you know about? Do you have experience on it?
Yeah, bro, I have experience on creating Kubernetes cluster and running pods in that cluster and
I'm asking about
uh,
the services, like services.
service.
Like, do you have experience cluster IP services, node pod services, load balance services, headless
Yes,
service?
bro. Yes, bro.
Which
I
services
have,
you have experience?
bro. EBS ఇవి కూడా Kubernetes లో సర్వీసెస్ కదా బ్రో.
No, and those are all objects. So services, no, these are all services only. Only node port, cluster IP. Do you know about the cluster IP? What is the use case?
ట్రస్ట్ ఐడియా లేదు.
Okay. So what is difference between static and dynamic TBS?
In static EBS, we will previously create one volume in the same region where node server is running, and we will attach that volume to that server. In dynamic EBS, we previously do not create any volume, but in the YAML file we will give uh, we will using that YAML file we will create uh, yeah, that volume but with a particular size, and we will run pods in that node server.
Okay.
Main
Okay.
difference is like,
Yeah, tell me.
in dynamic EBS we will create volume, and in static EBS we will previously create that volume and we will attach it to that node server using YAML script.
Okay. Yeah, that's it, Prem. So, but uh, that's it. But I'm giving one feedback, but you're not telling, I know exactly, exactly. I mean, you have experience, but you're not communicated well.
ఆ,
Okay.
అంటే నేను ప్రిపేర్డ్గా లేను కదా బ్రో. ఇది తెలిసినవి కూడా ఎట్లా చెప్పాలనేది ఒకసారి నేను ఇంటర్వ్యూ ఉందని తెలిస్తే ముందే కొంచెం ప్రిపేర్ అయి ఉంటాను బ్రో. ఇది తెలిసినవి కూడా కొన్ని చెప్పలేదు బ్రో నేను. ఈ ఈ
Yeah,
కుబర్నెటిస్లో టాపిక్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా, అవి కూడా నేను అంటే
yeah,
నాకు చేయటం తెలుసు కానీ ఎట్లా చెప్పాలనేది ప్రిపేర్ అయితే సరిపోతుంది బ్రో.
yeah, yeah.
ఉమ్,
The same thing I'm telling.
ఉమ్,
ఇక్కడ సో ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే మీరు సో ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మీరు ఏం చదువుకున్నా మీరు అంతకుముందు చాలాసార్లు ప్రాక్టీస్ చేశారు మరి ఇప్పుడు ఎందుకు చెప్పలేదు
ఉమ్,
అంటే నాకు తెలిసి మీరు ఓన్గా ప్రిపరేషన్ అనేది మీరు ఎప్పటి నుంచి చేస్తూనే ఉన్నారు కదా కాకపోతే
ఉమ్,
క్లాస్ చెప్పినప్పుడు మీరు ఒకసారి చూసుకోవాలి దట్ థింగ్ ఇప్పుడు మీరు ఏది చెప్తున్నారు నేను నాకు ఇంట్రెస్ట్గా వినాలనిపించాలి ఫర్
ఉమ్,
ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇప్పుడు నేను రిసోర్స్ కోటా రిసోర్స్ లిమిట్స్ గురించి అడిగాను సో రిసోర్స్
ఉమ్,
కోటా అంటే అసలు ఎందుకు తీసుకోవాలి అసలు ఎందుకు వాడుతున్నాము ఎక్కడ వాడుతున్నాము రిసోర్స్ లిమిట్ ఎందుకు వాడాలి ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ ఏంటి ఎక్కడ వాడుతున్నాము ఎలా వాడాలి అంటే వై మనం క్వశ్చన్స్ మనమే తీసుకోవాలి మనమే చెప్పాలి ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇఫ్ యూ ఆస్క్ ద క్వశ్చన్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద
ఉమ్,
డిఫరెన్స్ బిట్వీన్ రిసోర్స్ లిమిట్ అండ్ రిసోర్స్ కోటా అని అడిగినప్పుడు సో రిసోర్స్
ఉమ్,
లిమిట్ so we are using particularly only pod limits only. So pod CPU and pod CPU hard limits or request limits, we have to provide only particular part. So why we are using? So we have to limitize the pod utilization. So, but and resource quota is a cluster level, each and every namespace level. So in namespace level, so we are using number of plots, multiple plots. They are utilizing namespace quotas, and the namespace we are providing the resource quota. So whatever you run, and within a limit of resource quota only. So that is the utilization and the difference of the resource quota and resource limit. So
mm,
this is a way you are communicate, like interesting to tell, and
mm,
lagging తో కాకుండా సో ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ గా, సో వై నువ్వే నీ క్వశ్చన్ చేసుకోవాలి. సో వై విఆర్,
mm,
ఇఫ్ యూ సమ్మన్ ఆస్క్ ద క్వశ్చన్, సో వై అని నువ్వే చెప్పాలి వాళ్ళకి. So someone will ask the difference also. So ALB and NLB and itla అడిగినప్పుడు, so ALB, so we are using both, but front end we are using NLB. Well, why we are using it is it is manage the milliseconds of millions of requests to handle the multiple target groups. And NLB does not know about the application content and everything. But that's why the backend end we are using application load balancer to handle the backend applications, path-based routing, redirecting, code forwarding. So these are all many advantages in application load balancer. So the main difference we are using TCP UDP protocols, and TCP UDP protocols we are using an front end load balancer, and back end load balancer we are using HTTP HTTPS. The many advantages in our application load balancer, like SSL terminations, and WAF integrations, and health checks and sticky sections. So these are all advantages are there here.
mm.
Um, so that's why we are selecting, we are using up, both load balancer we are using. And ఇట్లా ఏదో ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ గా మీరు స్టోరీ టెల్లింగ్ లాగా మీరే క్వశ్చన్ చేసుకోవాలి. వాట్ వై, వాట్ ఆర్ ద ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ అని మీరే మీ ఓన్ గా మీ థాట్స్ ని ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ చేసుకుంటూ చెప్తూ ఉండాలన్నమాట.
Okay.
మీరు చేసిన ప్రాక్టీస్ కూడా, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇఫ్ సమ్మన్ ఆస్క్ ఈబిఎస్ అండ్ ఈఎఫ్ఎస్ కి డిఫరెన్స్ అడిగినప్పుడు, అసలు ఈబిఎస్ నుంచి ఈఎఫ్ఎస్ కి ఎందుకు వెళ్ళాలి, అసలు ఇలాంటి క్వశ్చన్ ఎందుకు అడిగాడు అని మీ క్వశ్చన్ మీకు అతనికి ఎలా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయాలంటే, సో ఈబిఎస్, యా వీఆర్ యూజింగ్ బోత్, బట్ మెయిన్ డిఫరెన్స్ ఇస్ ఈబిఎస్ వీఆర్ మౌంటింగ్ ద సింగిల్ ఏజెంట్ ఆఫ్ ద సర్వర్. ఈబిఎస్
Mm,
we are mounting different agent of the servers. Why we are using EFS means we can share the files with multiple agent. That is the advantages is there in EFS. The main difference is this thing. So single agent we are mounted with so why we are mounting this, because sometimes we are server is down. Okay, we have that storage volume we need to mount with another new server. If coming to the EFS primary server, secondary server is both are running fine. If primary is down, the file is copied automatically into the secondary. The without application, without downtime or low latency, and where our application running fine. So that is the advantage is there. So that's why we are using both services. అండ్ ఇలా మీకు మీరుగానే తనకి ఒక క్వశ్చన్ అడిగితే మీరే వాళ్ళకి వై మీరే క్వశ్చన్ చేసుకుంటూ మీరే ఆన్సర్ ఇవ్వాలి. అట్లా చెప్పాలండి
okay, bro.
ఫాస్ట్ గా, అండ్ యాక్టివ్ గా రెస్పాండ్ అవ్వాలి. మీకు తెలిసిన విషయం కూడా యాక్టివ్ గా రెస్పాండ్ అయితేనే తనకి ఎదుటి వ్యక్తికి వినాలనిపిస్తుంది. సో
Mm.
దట్ ఈస్ నేను ఇచ్చిన ఫీడ్బ్యాక్, అండ్ నేను నేర్చుకున్న ఫీడ్బ్యాక్ కూడా అదే.
ఓకే బ్రో.
దట్స్ ఇట్.
నెక్స్ట్
యా
ఇవన్నీ కవర్ చేసుకుని పర్ఫామ్ చేస్తాం బ్రో.
యా ఓకే ఓకే.